I want to tell you about I'm calling it the Healing Play workshop. It's based on filial therapy. And this is the way my supervisor kind of explained it to me. And as we go through life, we um, physically uh, get hurt. We physically get sick. We bump into people who are sick and we catch their germs. We end up getting hurt. We get bruised or cut or scraped. Sometimes we need major surgery to fix things. And whatever is happening in our bodies physically as we navigate through the world, the advice is always to get plenty of rest and plenty of fluids because no matter what it is that we're facing, that creates the space for the body to heal. And as we travel through life, we also get wounded in our hearts and in our minds and in our souls. We bump up against the depression and the anxiety of others, and we get their depression and their anxiety. We face problems, that wound us. And the same thing is true for our spirit, for our heart, for our mind, for our soul, is that there are some conditions that allow them to heal. And certainly rest is one of them. And the other, of course, is love. Love is what makes the space for us to heal. And so uh, this healing play workshop is about really teaching you the three core skills that you need to be able to help your children. And uh, like adults talk through their problems, kids play through their problems. And so it's called filial therapy. It's parent-led, child-centered play therapy. What I love about it is that like your kids want your affection, want your attention, and you have a natural love for them. And so it takes those two really strong forces and it brings them together with a couple of skills. And a typical, we call it special playtime. And typically about 20 minutes once a week for about 10 weeks will help most kids through most of what they're facing. It's perfect for kids that are ages 3 to 10. And so what I love about that, especially for people in ministry and cross-cultural ministry, is like, you know, that's manageable. You can imagine each of you being able to have some special playtime with your kids and do 20 minutes once a week. Like that's something you could do. And um, so I come at that as a certainly as a licensed marriage and family therapist, as someone who has a real focus on people in ministry, but I also come at it as a dad. And when I was in graduate school, my son was like the age for this, and so we were, so I did special playtime with my son. And he's almost 13 now, and I was talking to him about it the other day in the car, and I was asking him like, "Hey, do you remember when we used to do like special playtime? What'd you think of that?" And he was like, "That was awesome. Like I really enjoyed." And I was like, "What did you like about it?" He's like, "I really enjoyed playing with you and playing with your toys. And now most of those are my toys now. And um, and so I can see the like the accumulative value of that investment uh, over the years because that playtime and those skills really translate to parenting broadly. And we would work, we'd do some playtime, and then there were some times when my son needed it and would ask for it. It's like, hey, can we do some special playtime again? And what I love, like we have just an epidemic of like mental health with our kids. And and I think equipping you as parents to provide that loving support for your kids is um is what's best.